rate expression or rate equation. To understand this rate expression or rate equation, let's take a hypothetical chemical reaction. In this hypothetical uh, chemical equation, A and B are reactant. Here small a and small b represents the stoichiometric coefficient, and some product is being formed. So the rate expression for this hypothetical reaction would be uh, rate of reaction directly proportional to concentration of reactant. So here the reactant is A and B. In bracket, it is representing the concentration of A. In the same manner, concentration of B raised to some power, and this power might be equal to this stoichiometric coefficient or may not be. So this, what I have written over here, this is the expression which I got according to rate law. Rate law simply tells that rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant raised to some power, and this power over here may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. It may be equal, it may not be. Moving ahead in this expression, rate, removing this sign of proportionality and converting it into equal, here comes a constant K. So this is the final expression called as rate expression or rate equation, where rate of the reaction is equal to K into concentration, product of concentration of reactant raised to some power, and here the power x and y may or may not be equal to stoichiometric coefficient. And what this k is, this k is rate constant. Here k is equal to rate constant. So one thing which we can simply conclude over here is that rate of reaction will increase on increase in concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant. If the concentration of reactant will be increased, the rate of reaction will also increase. As any reaction goes on, with passage of time, the concentration of the reactant continuously decreases, and hence the rate of the reaction also decreases. So we have to keep in mind this final conclusion that a rate of reaction would increase if the concentration of reactant will increase, and vice versa. In this expression, R is equal to K into product of concentration of reactant raised to some power. We'll do some of the modification in this expression. This is R is rate of the reaction, and we all know that rate of the reaction can also be written as dr by dt, negative sign over here, because as the time goes on, the concentration of reactant decreases. Here K, concentration of reactant raised to the some power. Here this K is called as rate constant, which I have already told. This rate constant is constant of proportionality in the expression which is given above. Finally, last and one more thing which is to be kept in mind is that uh, any for any reaction, the rate law can be determined experimentally. It is not theoretical one, because the power which is to be raised over here uh, can be determined only by experiment. It is not theoretical one, and it may be possible in some cases that this power would become equal to the stoichiometric coefficient of the reaction, and it may vary from that also. So this is what all about rate expression, uh, one important topic of this chapter. Uh, Before ending, let's see one example of an hypothetical uh, chemical reaction for understanding rate law. Here, A and B reacting, giving some product. We perform three experiments, 1, 2, and 3. In different experiment, the concentration of A and concentration of B is recorded, and as the concentration of A and B changes, how the rate of the reaction is affected is also mentioned. With the help of this given information, we have to find the rate law of this chemical reaction. So first of all, we will consider any one of the reactant, and while considering one of the reactant, we have to keep the other one constant. So here we are seeing that the value of the concentration of reactant B is constant, while the concentration of A is changing. It is becoming double. As the concentration of A doubles, let's see what happens to the rate of the reaction. It remains same. It doesn't changes. Initially it was 4. Further, we checked for it. It remains 4. So we can say that the change of concentration of A doesn't affect the rate of reaction. As the concentration of A is being changed, it is becoming double, but the rate is not being changed. So we can say that the concentration of A is not affecting the rate of reaction. So for rate law, here X will become 0. 0, showing that its concentration doesn't affecting the rate of reaction. Now we will consider for the next reactant B. For that we have to keep A as constant. Here the concentration of A is constant. What we are observing, that the concentration of B is becoming double, for which we have to see the rate, how the rate is being affected. It was initially 4, it became 16 square. So here we will put 2 over here in the place of y, and this is the final rate law which we uh, found with the help of this information given over here. So we can see that the power which is raised over here is not same as the stoichiometric coefficient. So it is finally been concluded that this rate law is totally an experimental expression, where this power may be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. It may not be equal to this stoichiometric coefficient also.